What I mean is playing hero ball is essentially declaring that everyone else on your team is not competent enough to take the shots and make the decisions that you are trying to make. One of the reasons that a lot of people start to get into basketball is because they know that it allows them to be the potential hero. Even though basketball is a team sport, what a lot of people see as younger players is like, oh, that player scored all the points and was the hero, or that player took the last second shot and made it, and because of that, they get all of the fortune and fame that comes along with it. And so when we find ourselves out here recreationally, that's exactly what we try to do as well. It's only human nature to want to be that hero. The problem is not everybody can be, not everybody should be. And especially if you're not to that level of basketball yet, where you decide, you just declare that you're going to take control, you're going to make the decisions, you're going to take the shots, and none of your other teammates are worthy of doing that. When you're trying to build your reputation out here, that can very much hurt your progress. Because we all know players love playing with the glue guy, the guy that does all the small things, all the stuff that brings the team together, all the dirty work that the teams needs. Like, everybody knows, like, everybody loves the glue guy, but nobody wants to be the glue guy. Everybody wants to be the superstar go-to player, the hero immediately. But especially if you're not to that level consistently yet, the more you try to do that, the more you alienate yourself from your teammates, because you're declaring that not only are you better than them, but by default, you being better makes them incompetent. Not only that, but as you designate yourself the hero, that means that the defense, your opponents, can now key in on you. Meaning, if you're playing team ball and you're trying to beat the other team as a unit, now the defense can't just zone in on a certain player. But once you go out of your way to declare that you're going to be the clutch player and the hero, now the defense can identify you and double team you or attack you in accordance with that. A decent defense will recognize when you are trying to be that hero and you're trying to be clutch, and they will lock in on you, even if they don't necessarily have like a team strategy defensively. It's easy just to double team and try to trap who's ever obviously trying to be the hero for their team. When that happens, sure, you can try to break the double team yourself and do everything yourself, but that would be much more difficult to do than to just pass to your open teammate. But so many players are single-minded and small-minded to think like, you can't be a hero and you can't be clutch unless you're actually trying to score the basketball. You have to score in order to be clutch or to be the hero. So they try to break the double team and score and probably force up a bad shot regardless of the pressure that's on them, instead of making the right play, which would be to pass to your open teammate. The more you do that, the more deflating it's going to be to your teammates, and you're taking away from your team chemistry. And like I said, in my opinion, it's much better to try to beat the other team as a team yourself, as opposed to try to be that hero and be clutch when you don't need to be, or you wouldn't have had to try to need to be if you would have just been a team the entire time and avoided that whole situation to begin with. To me, if you really want to be the hero, if you really want to be clutch, effective delegation is the highest form of leadership. True leadership is maximizing the potential of all of your teammates, all of the assets around you. The best leaders on and off the court distribute decision-making and responsibility, making the whole team more resilient and harder to defend. One of the hallmarks to me as a hero kind of player, as a clutch player, is that you know the weapons you have around you, you know what they're capable of doing, and then you know how to use them when and where is most suitable to make use of them.